Hey, how's it going? We're going to be putting a coil on my 18 horsepower Briggs Stratton twin opposed engine. It's on a 1984 Dynamark mower. Found it out here in the woods when I got it, out in the weeds. It's covered over. Got it up and running. Been using it all summer. Now the coils seem not to be getting spark on one side. I checked everything and that seems to be the culprit. We're going to find out, getting ready to put on a new coil. So I'm going to put it on time lapse while I take the covers and stuff off. I'll bring you back to actually put the coil on. Okay, we've got it all uncovered. What we're getting ready to do now is take the coil off. It's real simple. It's got basically, you want to plug the plug wire on both sides. It's got a kill switch up underneath here. That's a thing. I'll take it off here in just a second. I believe the quarter. I usually recommend, if you want to do this, to clean all the pieces here. As you can see, they have already been cleaned, because I tested this thing the other day just to see if it was working. It is not. So we are going to, just to save you some time, just pull this piece up here. That way you can get your wires out. You see you got a little kill switch here wire. And this one is actually soldered in. So we are actually going to cut it. So let me go get my cutters. I'll be right back. Got a little heat shrink wire here to help keep this stuff nice and tidy. Look, he's closed. Give that a nice little tug, make sure it's working. That heat shrink on there. I'll be back. Go see if I can find a lighter. Okay. That's all there is to that one. Okay guys, let's get this put in. It pre this side out. This side said cylinder side. Pretty simple. The long wire goes to the other side, so it's going to be the top one normally. Whoa. Swing this around to the magnet so it has something to contact with. There we go. And I do recommend disconnecting the battery anytime you're working with any kind of electronics. Okay, they're calling this thing on here an air gap. What you're going to do, I am going to use the hand tighten these down. Best I can tell, this mower is supposed to have a point. You're going to need a filler gauge. Filler gauge here. It's going to use a .012. Now I just happen to have two of them, so it's going to be a little bit easier. Just put it in there, snug it up. Since I got two filler gauges, We'll be able to do this in one shot. If you don't, you're just going to have to tighten one side up, test it, and then tighten the other side up. All you got to do is put it in there, push this up against it. Use my extension on this so I can let y'all see it a little bit better. And just snug them both down at the same time. Don't over tighten them. Forget there is a torque thing. I'm sure I'm not going to worry about that too much since it's a 1984 mower and it's mine. Things either going to run all the time and won't shut down, or because of this kill switch situation. But we'll find out. Back and forth here. Get them all snugged down. Yep, that feels pretty good. I'm going to give it a shot anyway. Now on the old one, we'll need these boots. Just pull right off. We'll put them back on. Pretty self-explanatory. This is the top of it. So. Almost there. Okay, that one's done. Take the other boot off, put it on. Could you do without this? Yeah, it would work without it, but just take a chance of getting shocked. It doesn't take that long to get it done. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to run these wires back up underneath there. Again, the long one's going to go to the far side, the short one's going to go to this side. The top one normally goes to the... So I'm going to take these under. Yeah, they have them on every one I've ever seen, so keep that plywood. There's a little groove right in here that you can get this in. Alright. There we go. I do have new spark plugs. I'll try those here in a little bit. I'm going to try it just to get it started first. Okay, that's all there is to it, guys. We'll just start putting them back together. But first thing I'm going to do is try running it. I always do mine half throttle, turn the thing on, make sure all the crap's out of the way, nothing's going to be tossed on. Brakes on, deck's off. choked on in neutral. Well, that didn't work. Okay guys, that didn't work. This cylinder over here is running strong, this one's running weak. The only thing I can think of, just don't have any compression in this cylinder. Before it was getting a little spark, but it wasn't getting spark like that one. It does seem like it's improved. I think I could even mow with it probably, but it's not something that's going to last. Not happy, so we'll have to figure it out. Thanks. Hey, it's been a couple days. Got the mower running. What I did, I actually checked the new coil for spark. Use my little spark tester here. Just the plug cap. This goes to the plug. Crank it over. It'll tell you if you got spark. I did this with the old coil. It did not have spark. So I was a little confused. I thought for sure this was going to fix it. I'm usually pretty good at figuring stuff out. So I said, well, it's going to be either a valve or the piston was moving. I knew that. So I had to be a valve or something broke in it. So I wasn't looking forward to that. So I took the cover off, took the head off, and lo and behold, my problem. That screw was stuck in the valve, holding the valve wide open. And so, needless to say, once I took this screw out, put the head back on, she cranked up. Now you say, where did that screw come from? Because this is not OEM, and you're right, it's not. But on this right here, there's two screws that were holding this in. This one, and the one that's in it, we're holding this top for the carburetor top. And it undoubtedly came loose, went down into the intake, so, or the exhaust or whatever it was. But anyway, it is working. You see my yard got mowed. I'm happy. And now we don't have to go see about buying another riding mower.